Ladies and gentlemen, the pleb is back. In this report, well, we may have seen the greatest troll of the last decade as former Bachelorette star Josh Cedar reveals that he was trolling the entire time with his act of becoming a woman. You won't want to miss tonight's story. Stick around. Before we start this report, if you don't mind, please smash the subscribe button because I'm going to tell you the news the mainstream media won't. Well, folks, for those of you who've been with me since the very beginning, know that I started as a parody account. The best way to expose how insane the left truly is to absolutely mock them. And in the last few years, we have been seeing an increase in the woke insanity here in the West. And one of the poster childs for this new woke mind virus that's destroying us is none other than this man, Dylan Mulvaney.
I'm Dylan. Today is my birthday and I'm throwing a gender reveal party. And no, I'm not pregnant. It's for myself. I'm non-binary. I'm dropping the he, and my new pronouns are they, them, theirs.
What? What is this? The narcissism never ends with these leftoids. I mean, just look at that video. He had to record a TikTok to announce to the world his new pronoun. And many on the right got offended by this because they see Dylan Mulvaney dressing up as a woman as the equivalent of doing blackface. I mean, there's really not much of a difference. Dylan Mulvaney is doing woman face. But throughout this woke insanity here in our countries, one man decided to take it upon himself and expose just how ludicrous these people are. And his name is none other than Josh Cedar, who was a former Bachelorette star on television and now is using his time to expose the hypocrisy of the left. Let's watch some of his TikToks exposing the trans movement. Here is a post from Josh Cedar who says he's disappointed with other women for the quote lack of support that he received from other women during his transition.
Hey everyone! So I have to admit, I'm a little disappointed with the lack of support that I've received from other women during my transition. I thought it was all about women supporting women and girl power, but I've come to find out that's not always the case. And although that's okay, I do think this world would be a better place if women supported each other. There's already so many obstacles that we face. I'm a true believer that the more we stick together, the more we can accomplish.
Or how about this clip from Josh Cedar where he says that putting on makeup helps him feel like a strong, independent woman.
Hey everyone, so it's day 10 of being a girl and I am feeling fabulous. I think one thing that helps is just waking up and doing my makeup every day, getting pretty, really makes me feel like the strong, independent woman that I am. I don't need anybody's help. I can do everything on my own. And having a face full of makeup really helps me feel and embody that strong woman that I feel like on the inside. So if you know what I'm talking about, drop a comment. Bye, everyone.
Or how about this one from Josh Cedar, who says he got a job interview at a sorority so that he can mentor college girls on how to be a woman.
Hey, everyone. So I have some really good news to share today. I just had an interview to be a house mother at a sorority here on campus. So I'm super excited to just teach these girls about etiquette and navigating college life and to just be a role model to them. So fingers crossed.
A role model to them.
That I get the job and I'll keep you updated. Bye, everyone.
You can tell he almost laughed here. You know, like he's really trying to hold it in.
Keep you updated.
Look at him.
Bye.
He looks like he's going to crack. Amazing. Hilarious, right? But this one's even more insane as Josh Cedar reveals dangerous situations he finds himself in as a woman now that he transitioned. Watch.
Hi everyone! I just wanted to talk today about being aware of dangerous situations that women can often find themselves in. Now that I'm a woman, I'm always aware of what's going on around me and when my guard needs to go up.
He almost laughed. Look, as a woman, he's wearing overalls and a wife beater underneath. But look, you notice how he cracks into huh? He almost laughs.
When my guard needs to go up.
He almost laughed there.
To go up. The other day I was working out and a man came up to me and he made a comment about my muscular physique. And
he almost laughed there again. He's about my muscular physique. He almost laughed.
And muscular physique. And that just sent shockwaves through my body. Thinking back to when I used to want to look like a man and fit into heteronormative expectations for my body. And that's not good. Another situation that I'm always on guard for is if I'm watching a comedy special or even if I'm just at a bar or club where people are laughing and joking. Usually these involve comments about toxic masculinity, and that really makes me feel uncomfortable. Lastly, if I'm in a public space like a park where there's lots of families.
It's funny how he's talking about toxic masculinity when he looks extremely masculine. This is some great trolling.
Traditional families with kids and they're being overly touchy-feely with each other. That can trigger my past trauma from childhood, and I really have to be aware of putting myself into situations like that. So these are some of the things I struggle with as a woman. Let me know which situations you struggle with.
Wow. Or how about this clip from Josh Cedar where he has a meltdown because a man lectured him what it's like to be a woman, and Josh doesn't like to be mansplained things.
Hey everyone! So I just got done dropping my friend off at her house, and we had gotten into it. We were having a conversation about all the issues that women face in this world, and she made a little comment that trans women don't have the full female experience. And I went off on her, and I told her she was wrong, and I explained why, forcefully, and, her boyfriend came in from the other room when he heard our voices being raised, and he starts going off on me, and starts lecturing me about what it's like to be a woman, and I said, how are you gonna lecture me about what my life is like? And he goes, well, you know all about mansplaining, don't you? And I said, excuse me? And so I just don't like this. I don't like when men invade women's spaces, when they silence our opinions, and when our voices aren't heard. That's not okay. And I don't know why it's normalized. Why we normalize that.
This content is hilarious and thought-provoking. But this next clip here, where Josh Cedar announces he's going to get bottom surgery to complete his transition to become a woman, is pure gold.
Hey everyone, go Cubbies. Gotta represent. I just wanted to hop on and answer one of the most frequently asked questions that I get. Do I plan on having surgery? I do. I plan on having bottom surgery, and I plan on doing it in about 12 months. As you guys know, the guidelines recommend about 12 months after starting HRT is the ideal time to have surgery if you're going to do it. So I plan on having bottom surgery in June of 2025. I will keep you guys updated as this process continues, but right now that is the plan, and just wanted to let you guys know. Bye, guys.
But shortly thereafter, Josh Cedar confirmed on TikTok that he's not going through with the surgery.
Hey, everyone. So I wanted to give you a little update about why I changed my mind about bottom surgery. I thought long and hard about this, no pun intended, and I just don't think I want to do it. I've never been a wasteful person, even when it comes to things like food and money, and so I just don't think it's right to get rid of this. And I just want to say, this won't make me any less feminine or womanly. Our manhood does not negate our womanhood.
That's right.
So I just wanted to give you guys that little update. Bye, everyone.
I love his dress. You go, queen. You look great. And in our last clip from Josh's trolling of the night here, he put out this video at the end of September announcing to the world that he's not gay.
Hey, everyone. So I have some really good news to share with you guys. I'm so happy, so relieved. I just got done with a really great session with my therapist, and he shared some great news with me. I'm not gay. Just because I'm a woman that's attracted to women doesn't mean I'm gay. He let me know, Josh, your biology that was assigned to you at birth was boy. And since you've always been attracted to women, that means you are straight. Even though now you've transitioned and become a woman, it doesn't change your orientation. That stays the same. You were straight and you are still straight, even though you're a woman now. And so this thing just made me feel really good. And I'm so grateful that I've had him in my corner throughout this whole thing. He's been so amazing. And so I just wanted to share that with you all. I'm just so happy. So anyways, I need to go, but I just wanted to share that with you. Bye, everyone.
Now look, for anyone who knows anything about trolling, it was obvious from the very beginning that this was all a joke. The very first video I saw of him, I knew it right away. But many people were shocked yesterday when the news came out that Josh was faking his transition as a social experiment to expose just how crazy the left truly is. Here is Josh Cedar with Alex Stein explaining why he did this social experiment. Oh yeah, I forgot to include that clip in this episode where he talks about why he is part of Trans for Palestine. So funny. Let's watch his reasoning.
The thought of themselves being women. And I think a lot of trans women are turned on at the thought of themselves being women. Guess what? It doesn't magically make them women. It doesn't mean we have to accept that they're women.
Hey,
they
everyone.
are simply men turned on at the thought of themselves being women. That's great. We live in a free country. You can do whatever you want, but don't make your fetish my truth. I don't have to accept it. To go to the second part of your question, how did I come up with this? I was talking with some friends and we said this is patently false. Men do not magically become women. I said let's look at the medical literature and what it says. It says that trans people don't have to transition, don't have to have gender dysphoria, don't have to get surgery, and don't have to get hormones. If they feel they are a different gender than their bio sex, then they are trans and they are valid. And I said, understandably, this is ridiculous. Then I can present exactly how I am, and I can be trans and valid if I say that's my gender identity. And so I said, let me prove how ridiculous this is using reductio ad absurdum by being trans for 5-6 months, and hopefully people will understand then how ridiculous this is.
I definitely understand how ridiculous it is, but
Well said. And Josh explained in this interview, one of the main reasons he did this was because of people like Dylan Mulvaney.
But was Dylan Mulvaney an inspiration for this bit, or were you trying to call out Dylan Mulvaney?
Well, I think they're one and the same, right? They're not mutually exclusive. I was both following her lead and calling her out. And so I did exactly the same approach as Dylan Mulvaney. Over the top, you know, it's very insulting to women to say we have shared experiences. We have no shared experiences. Trans women don't have shared experiences with real biological women. So a lot of the things I said parroted what Dylan Mulvaney said. The difference between me and Dylan Mulvaney is she's liberal, and I've always had libertarian views. And so liberals love her because she follows the official narrative, but they didn't always love me because they know I hold some libertarian views.
Wait, I got to interrupt. Josh, why do you call Dylan Mulvaney a she?
Yeah, I know. I was noticing that too.
Well, it's a man and woman face, but for simplicity's sake, I just say she.
I think it's simpler to call Dylan Mulvaney a man because Dylan Mulvaney's a man.
Yeah, you could. I'm not a
Jimmy,
word
let's
Nazi.
not argue semantics. We only have a few
but
more
seriously,
minutes.
because if he's going to do these extreme, but you won't even misgender Dylan Mulvaney, I think that's a fair
We don't
point.
misgender on this show because we're on YouTube anyway.
Okay, fine.
And this giant troll by Josh Cedar that he pulled for the last couple of months got the attention of J.K. Rowling as well, who says that Josh Cedar is on the bullseye. And shortly after revealing his giant troll here, Josh Cedar announces that the death threats from the woke mob have begun. The left is not happy with this, but he responds here saying, "Thank you for all your messages about my personal safety. I've hired security to travel with me at all times. I'm good. Plus, most leftists punch like sissies." He's got a point. And he's been on an absolute rampage with his tweets since revealing his giant troll. With this one saying, "I love being called a grifter by professional grifters. They're literally make a living off cosplaying womanhood. If it ain't the pot calling the kettle black." Or this one from Josh, "Never underestimate the stupidity of the left." And in his last tweet here, he has many more tweets, but this tweet was a banger. "I make no apologies for satirizing and lampooning something to prevent the left from erasing women, pushing them out of safe spaces. It's a small price to pay for all the real, wonderful women out there that bring life into this world. Unlike trans women." Well, folks, we all know how crazy the left truly is. There is no shortage of material from these people. And in my opinion, the way Josh did it was brilliant. If you want to expose the left, just expose them being themselves. It's enough to convince people how crazy they truly are. All right, folks, that's a wrap for today's report. But tell me in the comments down below, what did you guys think of this social experiment? Did Josh Cedar fool you with his videos when he was posting them earlier this summer? Did you fall for it? Did you see this coming? I want to know in the comments down below. And if you guys want to support this channel, subscribe, like, drop a comment, you can even buy a membership for $5 Canadian. My name is the Pleb, and I'll see you at the next report. Peace.